I hate when people compare Kobe Bryant to LeBron James because it's no comparison. Like, shout out to Kobe Bryant. He's one of the greats. He's one of the legends. But Kobe Bryant came in the league at 18 years old. LeBron James came in the league at 18 years old. Kobe Bryant averaged like 6.7 points, some shit like that. LeBron James at 18 averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. Kobe Bryant came off the bench behind a good friend of mine named Eddie Jones. LeBron James in the 10th grade wouldn't have came off the bench behind Eddie Jones. Okay? So, and another thing, for all you guys who compare Kobe Bryant to LeBron James, just know this. LeBron James has never in his fucking life showed up in the NBA locker room and put a goddamn Robin uniform on. Okay? For the beginning of Kobe Bryant's career, he wasn't Batman, he was Robin.
Now, y'all know we couldn't let that shit slide, bro. And that's why I said people gotta stop with this bullshit. I get that LeBron, your guy, and you know, Clutch Sports probably helping your pockets out, whatever the case may be, Gillie. But I'm not gonna let you shit on my dog like that. So what a lot of people don't understand is that yes, LeBron did come into the league averaging 20. You know, his first game, I think he put up 20, 25 and 26 and, you know, I think 7 boards, something like that. Y'all can look it up. Everybody got the internet. But to say that because Kobe averaged 7.5 points a game his first year, that is the be-all, end-all as to why LeBron James shouldn't be compared to Kobe, or Kobe is inferior to LeBron James. And that's why context is always important when you have these conversations, right? We can't just say that 5 is better than 4. We got to talk about why that is. So in this particular clip, you hear Gillie talk about the fact that, you know, comparing Kobe's first year in the league at 18 to LeBron's first year in the league at 18, right? But what Gillie not telling y'all is that when LeBron came in the league, he came into a league with a team that the previous season won 17 games, right? So they just handed the keys to LeBron. You didn't have anybody in front of him. You ain't have nobody in front of him, you know what I'm saying, that he had to compete for a spot. You know, he ain't have another all-star in front of him. People forget that when Kobe came to the Lakers, at that time, you talking about old school basketball, where you got a coach in Dale Harris who wasn't gonna play no rookie. You dig? You got a all-star in front of Kobe. You know what I'm saying? And Kobe's coming into a league on a team that won 53, 56 games, something like that. He's coming on a team that was winning before he got there. The team before Kobe, the year before Kobe got there, you got to remember, Magic Johnson had just came back and played in the NBA, and that team played and won 56 games. So Kobe's not coming on a team, you know, to a losing organization. He's coming to an already established franchise who was already winning before he even got there. So his first season, he averaged 7.5 points. The following season, he averaged about 15. Then by that third season, he's averaging 20 in a completely different league. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta add context to this shit. Then the other part of that is, he said LeBron never played second fiddle. Well, I believe that he was second fiddle in 2011 when they went to the finals and played in the playoffs, where Dwayne Wade averaged more points than him. Where he had an NBA Finals where he only averaged 17 points in the NBA Finals and got outplayed by Jason Terry. That's second fiddle. But people want to gloss over that. Yeah, Dwayne Wade averaged more points than LeBron James in the playoffs. Second fiddle, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But people want to gloss over that. You dig? I get that Shaq was one of the most dominant players in NBA history. I understand that. But Kobe managed to get his averages either up, point 1 point better at 30 points point, 2 points a game versus 30.1, you know what I'm saying? Where they basically both average 30 in the playoffs. Just so you can't say that I'm robbed. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show y'all that I'm really that guy. That Shaq and Kobe combination is the only time that you ever had two real dominant alpha male players on the same team. You got basically the best player in the paint on one team with the best player on the perimeter on one team. That's never ever happened before and never ever gonna happen again when you got the best two players on the same team. Because they were the best two players in the NBA. And it wasn't that Kobe was his own player, you know what I'm saying? Like he got drafted to the Hornets and was the man on the Hornets, and then they decided to come together so that they can be the man in LA, together, and they both can work together and win championships. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what happened with Kobe and Shaq. Shaq was a great player, you know what I'm saying, coming from Orlando, but Kobe was on the team and had to develop. And then like this idea, it's like people forgot the narrative around young Kobe and how he was going to these workouts and busting these NBA players' asses at 16 years old. Like people forget that he was doing this thing before he even got to the NBA because his dad had him around these NBA players because his dad played in the NBA. So his dad allowed him to get exposed to a different level of the game at an early age. You know what I'm saying? It talks about how Kobe was busting these niggas' asses at 15, 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? Before he even got drafted, going to these workouts, fucking these niggas up. So that's not a good argument to feel like because LeBron James came into a situation that really benefited him. You know what I'm saying? Because he came into shit. He came into a situation where there was no resistance. We gotta give you the keys. Granted, he did his thing. I'm not knocking it, but we gotta add context to the conversation. Could y'all imagine Kobe coming into a league, being handed the keys to the organization, and he can do whatever the fuck he want? You know what I'm saying? His averages would have been bananas, dog. If you would have just, okay, we gonna allow you 2 years to figure this shit out. We just gonna give you the ball. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be able to do whatever the fuck you want. Score the ball how you want to score the ball. If you don't feel like passing that bitch, you ain't gotta pass that bitch. You know what I'm saying? We gonna really give you the keys. Could you imagine how many points Kobe would have finished his career with if he would have just been handed the ball at the very beginning? You know what I'm saying? Think about that. And the proof is in the pudding. You can't say he wasn't good enough. That's why the kid was picked to play in the All-Star game earlier in his career than most players. He wasn't even a starter for his own team, and he was picked to play in the All-Star game where in the opponent's locker room, in the East locker room, they already got Kobe on the brain. They already talking about Kobe, and they know Kobe gonna come out and attack MJ because he coming for the throne. That's the type of talk that surrounded this 17-year-old when he came into the NBA, man. The proof is in the pudding. I'm not gonna let Gillie get away, you know what I'm saying, with what he said on this podcast, bro. Somebody gotta address it. I ain't see nobody. I waited for certain people to get on here and address it, but me waiting on them never, they never did it. So I got tired of waiting on them. So that's the facts. That can't definitively determine LeBron being better than Kobe because of his averages when he came into the league. When you came into the league on a team that was fucking trash. They was trash the season before he got there, and then they won 17 more games with him. They still had a losing record, which is not a knock on LeBron. Shit, he a rookie. You know what I'm saying? Shit, his squad wasn't all of that. You know what I'm saying? I get it, but You ain't got nobody on that roster that's really gonna give you, you competing with for that top spot. For the starting position. You ain't really got no all-star in front of you like Kobe had. You ain't coming to a winning organization where, the name on the front mean more than a name on the back. You went to a shitty-ass organization in the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yeah, you later made them relevant, only to leave them to go to another team in Miami to go get you some championships before coming back. Ultimately winning one championship. But people act like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm so happy that we finally got to a point in his career, a great career. But we at a point in his career with him going into his 21st season where we watched him be given every tool in the box. And with all the tools that he had, because we rarely talk about the role players that he had the opportunity to play with. He's had some of the best role players, right? Along with some of the league's best players. And that only amounted to 4 championships. That's why I said it was going to be so important for LeBron to get 5 championships so that he can sit at the table with Magic Johnson and Kobe Bryant and Tim Duncan. All the help that he had, and he only won 4 titles. Not to say only, but I'm just saying Isaiah Thomas got 4 titles. Stephen Curry got 4 titles. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the era that you're in. People get mad with KD because he went to Golden State. Why not? Why not? Why not go to Golden State? LeBron went to Miami. You know what I'm saying? And played 4 seasons there. Went to 4 straight NBA Finals. He took the best player from Toronto and Chris Bosh. Fucked that team up. He no longer has to compete against Dwayne Wade in the East because he's on the team with them. You know what I'm saying? And then people give Paul Pierce a hard time. Like Nick Wright always talk about LeBron James broke up the Celtics. But really and truly, the Celtics made LeBron James go and team up with Dwayne Wade. Let's keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? The Celtics beat them first. So let's keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? It was him getting his ass whooped by the Celtics made him take off his jersey and throw his jersey. Mad because he took another L. So like, man, come on, man. Y'all got to stop with this revisionist history, right? That's what they like to say in the sports media. Revisionist history. Y'all got to knock it off, man. Keep telling y'all. Every time y'all try to come out and disrespect my dog, I'm going to hit y'all over the head with this hot fire. Till next time, man. It's your boy Joe. Joe Squad. Y'all know what it is, man. I'm out.
It's shorter than you think.